Hey guys, it's Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Now, after so long of waiting, we got some official Scream 7 news from Spyglass, Neve Campbell, Kevin Williamson, and the Scream Movies account. And it's now confirmed that Scream 7 is finally coming February 27th, 2026. And yes, I know that is in about 1 year and 5 months, roughly. But, that does mean a lot of good things. One of them being the studio is going to be using that time to make the movie as best as possible, I would hope. From everything that happened before, with everything going on, I think it's in their best interest to make this movie as best as possible. And with this amazing news, finally, this, also gives us time to theorize for Scream 7 and make so many new videos, new speculations, everything. Now that we know an official release date, we can plan for that. Now we can probably expect if they do a teaser trailer like they did for Scream 6, they didn't do it for Scream 5, but they did a teaser trailer for Scream 6. We can probably expect that sometime in November, maybe Thanksgiving, because, it was 4 months for Scream 6, so obviously they'll probably do the same. Maybe a little earlier just to, get the news out there a little more, longer. And then we'll get our full trailer by Christmas time, which is pretty cool to say because I love Christmas, and having a Scream trailer during Christmas would be epic. And as we know, they are filming Scream 7 December or January, around that time, so it will be during the winter months. Something that I noticed on the little teaser image that they gave us from the release date is, if you notice around the calendar looking item, it's kind of very white and it looks very wintry with the blood drops on it. So that could, give us a little indication or teaser that it will be during the winter months. The actual story will be during like the Christmas holiday season, which is kind of cool. And yeah, I do get it that, February of 2026 is a decent length away from where we are now and all, that's more than a year, but at the same time, give it time, after everything that happened, we should, not just the studio needs time for it, but I think we need time, we don't want it just to be so repetitive and make the movie quick and get it out quick. We want the time, we want time to build up the movie. We want time for all that. We don't just want the movie, I actually like waiting a month and a year and 4 months just because it gives so many opportunities and exciting things before that, And another little cool thing I realized, and a bunch of other people realized with this release date, notice Scream 1 and 2 released roughly a few days less actually from each other. Scream 1 96 released, I think, December 20th, and Scream 2 released, I think, somewhere around the 15th of December. So that's a year. Then Scream 3 releases in 2000. So about 3 years later, 2.5, then, or 3 years, then Scream 2. And now you look at Scream 5, which really, because Scream 4 doesn't count because it's its own movie. It was 11 years apart from all the others. So Scream 5 and 6 were about a year-ish, maybe a year and 3 months away from each other. Now you look at Scream 7, it's around 3 years. I think it'll be about 3 years by the time Scream 7 comes out, between 6 and 7. So it's crazy to think about, Scream 6 will be 3 years old by the time Scream 7 comes out. But it's just kind of interesting to see how history repeated itself, literally the same kind of pattern that Scream 1, 2, and 3 had, the same pattern that Scream 5, 6, and 7 have. I just really hope that the Scream team, as I call them, takes the time and the care in this movie. They have a lot of time, use it. A year and 4 months, that's the same time we waited for Scream 6 when we officially got the announcement. So, use the time that you have, make it a good movie, good quality filming, good quality editing. Do what you need to do to make this movie good, because after everything that's happened, you kind of need a good movie. I'm very excited for Sydney to come back. I really do wish Sam and Tara were still in the mix. Who knows, maybe something happened behind the scenes. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not saying there is. I'm just hopeful is all for them to come back if they do. But putting all of the negative stuff aside from Scream 7, let's just take in the fact that Scream actually made it to the 7th movie in its lifetime. I don't think anyone who watched Scream 1 when it first came out ever thought that it would get to 7 movies and be this successful as a franchise. The movie progresses, they learn from their mistakes. They always make mistakes in the movies, but they learn from those mistakes. And I just think it's the fans that keep it alive. the directors, the editors, the writers, Kevin Williamson, all of them, they keep it alive. The fans keep it alive, the actors. It's such a consistent horror movie franchise, and it's really rare to see that nowadays. You know, most horror movie franchises have flopped, to be honest, and Scream, it obviously had some problems, but all problems aside, it's a very consistent franchise, and no matter what, people are going to show up for it. And unlike Michael Myers, who's always a single killer, or Jason Voorhees, who's always a single killer, every movie, Scream has a different killer behind the Ghostface mask. Even though it's always a Ghostface mask, that's Scream DNA, and there's always someone different behind the mask, which is what makes Scream movies so special and interesting, because you never know who it is. It's always a guessing game. You know, some people out there, a bunch of people out there aren't happy with what they did to Melissa and all, and I get that. Like, that's understandable. I'm not happy what they did, but I feel like we all have to move on as a Scream community and just, you know, take this movie in as well. Be here before we know it. It's a movie. It's gonna get made right now. You know, the script is done, I think. I don't really know. The script is there. They're filming it in the wintertime. It's coming out next February. Not this one, the next one. So it's gonna be a pretty good year and 4 months. And I really wish I did all these videos and I joined Instagram and everything like that. I really wish I did that earlier, before Scream 7 came out. I mean, before Scream 6 came out, because when Scream 6 was all ready and, you know, coming out with the premieres and all that, I only had YouTube and Twitter, I think. I don't really remember. I didn't have Instagram. And Instagram really, like, helped me. Like, there were so many different things that I never saw about Scream on YouTube and all that, because you can't really do much, you know, on YouTube than some other things you can on Instagram. So getting into Instagram, I saw so much variety with Scream. Started that a little sooner, but it's fine. We have it for Scream 7 and Scream 8 and Scream 9 and Scream 10 if there ever is. Even if Scream, they don't make the real movies anymore, the Scream franchise will live on forever. The fans are going to be the ones who keep it alive. The fan films, my fan films, all the other people's fan films and all that stuff, they're going to keep it alive. But yeah, Scream 7 is coming. I'm so excited for it. I have so much fun on this channel from here until it releases, and after it releases, you know, it's gonna be a good journey. We're gonna make so many videos, we're gonna do a lot of things with Scream 7, so I'm very excited for it. Gonna come a time where I'm gonna make a video on what I thought about the trailer, so, you know, it's crazy to say that because Scream is my favorite franchise, so always getting new updates on Scream and everything. It's so exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you liked it, give a like and comment below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And whatever videos you guys want me to make, leave them in the description below or comment section below. I'll get to them if I can. I love making videos of these, so if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.